So Walter, let's go with you. You talked about the mixed use. Like, what are the biggest complexities that come with those projects? And then second part of that is, out of all the ones you've done, which ones have yielded the best return within the uses within them?
Okay, best return was really when we did some public-private harvesting of land around metro stations. We did one in Los Angeles in Culver City, where we were able to be right next to the kind of metro line going out to Santa Monica, and did a office, residential, retail, and hotel mixed-use project. And actually, each one of them exhibited a nice premium based on their location. Culver City, HBO leased the office. It really kind of worked.
Sure.
So harvesting the right land and then programming the mixed use in the right way has been the most successful.
And when you think of mixed use, like, what's the biggest challenge?
Biggest challenge is that you're not just appending different uses to each other and compromising on each particular product. That's the mistake, right? You really have to see how the parking relates to each of the uses, the office tenant to the residential separation, retail supporting it all. Lodging, we normally sell off the pad to somebody who wants to own the hotel. That's the challenge. And that's why a lot of it is severe redevelopment. It's very, very hard. I mean, on the big office building, you had a lot of scale and space to do something meaningful like that. But you really have to redevelop because you don't want to compromise for the user.
All right, let's go to retail. So Tony, I mean, we've talked about everything in this room over the past 2 days, from RVs to student, I mean, across the board. Do you believe retail is a vertical now that investors feel really confident about? And do you feel like it's kind of found its ground? And, you know, would you put it in a category this year of like maybe what industrial was 2 years ago? Or tell us a little bit about that from your lens.
I think if you think about structural and cyclical, so industrial still has, to me, more structural favorable things, whether it's e-commerce or supply chain or AI. Retail still has structural headwind relating to e-commerce. So there still is that structural pause, but cyclically it's in its best spot. So I think the fact that you have really, really good demand at the moment, no supply, high yields, there's debt. I do actually, if you look at the return profile going forward, I think it is one of the best. So I think now is a good time to get in where the yields are and the pricing's at. But you know, I think you have to still be selective.